Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Погнали.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Так.
If I might be so bold as to...
Тикс.
speak my mind? The private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor.
It is broken, and repairing it is beyond our means. We've no choice but to take the longer way around.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
All the timing!
It is a nuisance, but our enemy is likewise delayed by the rain.
Right! Fire fury!
This calls for a curator.
I didn't have the same smell of the Super Bowl although without the fine bandits! Overconfidence kills as surely as any blade. We can prevail here, but only if we keep our wits about us.
No quarrel here.
That was hard won.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favor us.
Ох, ёпт.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early critic gets the worm, as they say.
Well done.
This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing at our other foes.
A campsite lies near here. I remember passing by it on my
Надо было
travels through the
воложник
rift.
скинуть, вообще не парень.
Shall I guide us to it? We should be
Так.
able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here. It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
It is no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Together we are indomitable.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
A gift of fire! Mind you don't burn your fingers.
That was thrilling.
I did not know I could feel so alive.
Давай, Петя, красавчик. Зачем у нас?
Seems your luck's run out, and mine's with
Let us see what you're made of.
We may have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold on. Stay right there.
Да.
That reminds me. I appreciate you carrying our heavy items, but do let me know if you need a hand.
It certainly isn't easy work, but I am proud to be counted upon.
Стрелы только взрывающие меня интересуют. Размер скрываем 240. Сети вид. Возможно утверждать особые награды по мере выполнения ваших.
Ah, now here's a
Понятно.
surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell... my own master about this.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Dia lagi.
Five batteries are actual explosive. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Suruh cheat.
Let's see. What can we do without?
Som mágico.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
So it goes.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
That's it. I've had enough. Clear off. And don't come back till you're ready to do
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call...
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own. Mayhap we ought to lend him a...
Oh, forgive my boldness, but would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid. Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall
Not you again. I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time.
Oh, well, if you've got the gold, then you're welcome to...
My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and worry not, you'll have your coin back.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay you was a genuine one.
I'm afraid I... My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and worry...
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive.
What's the issue?
So before you check the price... Just remember, my hope to see you again.
It's most exhilarating to hand over...
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just hope to see you again.
Так. Geometries.
Oi, friend, fair warning. From the tell of it, they'll... Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no. Sack of gold. Compared to a fella. No life, eh?
Welcome to Bjorn's art. Quality's what you need if you want to survive.
Давай.
So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Need anything? Many thanks.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Do come again.
Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I... Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen a place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say. Naught springs to mind, Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false... I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then but of course. I surmise you made a clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to and furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence. We shall, and all the while, the doubt's a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course.
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
You would...
These writings could be of import.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all...
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
I can't tell you how I...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor. Now, this is a good find.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
We meet again. Truth be told, would you care to stay and talk? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of... And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite... Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. My mother has always procured things I covered for me, so to... Which reminds me, I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather... Pray, take this for now. My apologies, friend. But I thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Do come again.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Чё мне там дали, кстати?
What should I do?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune...
At last!
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May... Ah, hold on a moment, sir. You see, one of the children we care for here, Malcolm his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine... This building's very old. Might I impose on you to...
I suppose it goes without saying that our first step ought to be gathering information.
'Tis as you say.
I'll go and open the chest.
Нормально. Стой.
We were supposed to go exploring together. Wish he'd woken me up. I was... I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Do not approach me. Chaos in the world. The other day, I chanced now. That's not so strange. But guess who I saw riding in it? And rightly so, as it gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Their faces may match.
Malcolm's been really into explore. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was... Malcolm? All he's doing of late is pick. Don't know why he bothered.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Чем мне это дало? Вернуться за кодом Кендри.
Good day, sir.
Vaults, you say? By my... Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad... Come! I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly... I believe this is the place to which the children were... Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks... Let us make haste.
You have wronged me, and so yourself. I fear this foe may be beyond our abilities at present.
Few battles are won by fortune alone, after all.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
We are under attack! Nicely done.
Круголя, наверное, такое чувство. Что-то я где-то упустил.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
I suppose 'tis so.
Is there no getting through this door? With this, my magics are...
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy. Someone who can appreciate. As for you, Malcolm, I think...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your... Let's investigate this place's...
Tis quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
Tis no great shock to me.
The books ne'er seem to... The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have...
This place is
Ну вот и место для того типа.
This place is amazing.
The books ne'er seem to...
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat.
Чего, блядь? Что-то я не понял.
I'll just pick this up.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
Be sure to keep your wits about
Я
you.
не понимаю. Где этот старик? Восклицательный знак здесь. Пиздец, блядь.
I shall gladly aid you if 'tis... 'Tis good to see... Perhaps you've a moment to spare, and eat...
Ingredient...
Got any good stuff?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
An unsettled mind begets an unsettled world.
Что надо-то?
Tis good to see you are well.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only...
Oh, you bold-faced...
I must strive for a higher... An unsettled mind.
Nothing ever...
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with... Yet e'er since he came here, he's only...
I understand how you must feel. There is no medicine that can... I am caring for him as... However, mayhap convalescing...
Home, you...
Dear, we are...
All right, he stays. But...
I will look after him. My
hurts just thinking about it.
What?
I'd rather just stay out of everybody's way.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Well met,
You!
sir.
This ladder can...
This looks like trouble.
What is life without spice?
At your neck.
There'll be a few heavy curses.
What should I get up to today? You!
There is much we ought to tend to. You discovered this in the Gracious Hand's vault. I imagine 'twould indeed be... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Сейчас бы вспомнить, куда идти. Только вспомнить, как туда попасть. Ну, это точно не тут. Здесь что ли?
To chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Я забыл. Ну, сюда шел. Нет. Что за шарлатан?
Greeting. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you. You've my gratitude. If the way forward is shrouded to, 'tis lovely to see you.
Must be the chatter. The townspeople depend on me. This place is awful dull. Can't complain, right? Always a fresh breeze blowing around here.
Где, сука, тюрьма это?
I don't know what to do.
I wish life.
Tis good to may have my
Хуя она говорит.
I'll
Почему
harvest
кажется?
what I can.
Nothing ever seems to happen.
Пацан ничего не скажет.
What should I do?
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Oi there, friend! Care to help? All I ask is that you hear my request. My thanks, sir. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. But the only trouble is, there are still monsters. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Mark. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter is splendid. I knew now. The carts only depart at certain... And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's each cart travels with... So anyone thinking of rock... But enough of my lecturing. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to...
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Not good. Come of this.
As soon as my ship's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new...
That's right enough. Right.
Out of the cart.
Back to work. Let's get a load of that. It's been a hard day.
That's enough. Here we go again.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
Tis easily done. That's the spirit!
That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Unbelievable.
Пишет.
Right! Fire fury! Need healing. I'm happy to oblige. Hold. Just a moment. prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What fails to
This can't be how it ends.
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
Perhaps once we've concluded this bit of business, we might allow ourselves a moment's rest.
I quite agree.
Yok.
Damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll sell that thing myself. There you are.
Lend me your aid.
Find the fluid sprays. Will do more than sting.
Careful now.
Arisen! Are you alright? Down in flames! Too late!
Spell will empower you. Elemental magic.
Give me a rest. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
Arlene had the same spell that will overwhelm our foe without applying magic. It was most effective.
If we find an opportunity to retreat, I say we take it. It is hardly cowardice if we've no hope of victory.
I know not what to say.
Mind the fluid it sprays, which will do more than sting.
Caution! Peril! We can ill afford to rush headlong into battle. Let us watch our foe carefully to determine our best strategy.
As for the beast is reactionary, lashing out when attacked. Might we not use this to our advantage?
Fool is the one who enrages his foe. It would only make it more of a threat.
Then we'd best fell it quickly, or else wait till its fury subsides.
Летел.
Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't...
Have you need?
Margit.
You really ought to have returned by now. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. Which brave fool said he was going to... I'll go and search for him. I'm not afraid of monsters. So I thought, please, sir, I worry for him. And I suppose I'll have to go in there myself after all.
We're saved.
This... ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Pray give me no more grief.
I'm in no mood for...
A chest. What harm could there be in having a peek?
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
We have arrived.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style, all my, the patchwork of techniques.
Good day to you.
Кто из вас Маргит-то? Ты?
What I can do for you?
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directing master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well met. Why not buy your wares here today, sir? Hope to see you again.
Какой-то некий Маргит.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps this time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it.
Ты Маргит?
Yet if aught were to befall him...
I've no wish to speak with you, sir.
Может, ты Маргит?
I'm in no mood for talk.
Ты тоже не Маргит. Ты Маргит?
Pray, do not impede me, sir.
То Маргит-то. Ты Маргит.
Off with you.
Ты не Маргит. Может, ты Маргит? Ты говоришь.
You ought to learn when
Ты не Маргит. Шо? Кто Маргит? Ты Маргит.
Do be quick, I fear my time is...
Ты не Маргит.
I can't stand
Ты не Маргит. Маргит всегда время наверху где-то прячется.
One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
You have my support.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
It is not how we use this, but when that counts. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat.
Кто Маргит-то, блядь? Точно Маргит?
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Off with you.
Ты Маргит.
What have you come for, then?
Блядь, может ты?
Some time passed. I was tall.
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one of the next foe we encounter?
Я не Маргит, я знаю.
I couldn't live with myself.
Ты?
If you want my advice,
Ты, ну, тебя я знаю, ты точно не Маргит.
What you need.
Кажется, все это время Маргит, это ты, блядь.
Wasn't sure we'd survive.
Ты Маргит.
Not a foe.
apologies, but I can't offer you a ride.
Не ты. Может ты?
I follow my whims.
Что ты хочешь сказать? Где Маргит?
I'm just grateful I get to meet.
We're here, Master.
Чего? Нет никого. Блять.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and...
Looking for work? We...
Чего?
Follow me, if you would. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives, is we're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master?
Теперь понял. Там не моргит все это
You
время.
really ought to have returned by now.
Чел.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Вот в этом доме.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Идем.
Live with myself.
Где ёбаный Ленард, нахуй?
We're...
Вот он, блядь.
What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband.
We'd best report back.
Apologies, but I...
Хуёк пиздовать.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
До центра за сотку.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
Ah, you've returned. Splendid. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the television.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
'Tis as you say.
You!
Hi. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of... I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet. Say, how I long to learn more. She's always telling me how dangerous it is. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, it seems unfair that I alone... But listen to me waffling on. My apologies, friend. But I'd best speak. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
И чё?
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price... Nice, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
I'll thank you to leave me in peace.
Go on, have a... Look, pleasure doing business with you.
I... heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating.
Quite. Though... no definitive records remain.
You!
First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle or manner of face paint. Much obliged, sir.
Ценник. Конский.
Tis a la... Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Pray, do not impede.
Закрыто. Между рассветом и полуночью. Жди. Между полуночью и рассветом.
Enough!
Что ты хочешь?
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend.
Между рассветом и полуночью.
Beg pardon, sir.
Pray, leave me be, sir.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I... That is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear... My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? Could Mother have had a hand in that?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to it.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brown. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use... shorter stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when you enter your chambers. If aught were to happen to you.
This old man's time is up.
Tis good to be reunited.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's scheme... To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mark. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza, if Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, you have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited...
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
How very peculiar.
Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Mark.
Someone is looking this...
I enjoy tackling fierce...
Someone is looking this way.
Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
I've not much to say at the moment. Someone is looking this way. Is...
That looks... Pray, have patience with me, Master. I've shared all I know. I sense eyes upon us.
And what do you want?
Where are you going?
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Хуя непонятно.
Look, yonder, toward the sea. I espy a distant shore, a land untraveled.
What awaits us there? I am burst in to find out.
This morning.
Кто за нами следит? Непонятно.
Time to hit the sack. Piss off, I'm sick of looking.
Живая.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
What to do?
If memory serves, there is another place we were to visit not far from here.
Should we head there now? It would save us having to make the trip again.
Bugger off.
Что, сука?
Off with you.
Случилось. Я никого не трогал, блядь. за парадный костюм-то, ёптать? Ух ты. Вот откуда думал?
Is it? If you've no...
Что за прикол?
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
That's rather put me out.
How dare you?
Чё ты хочешь?
I shan't forget this slight.
Is there aught you require?
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
They can be most convenient.
What? The villagers stared at me with a bizarre... It was as though they were...
Постой нахуй.
You!
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
This looks like trouble. My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Tis obvious, no? Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, but I suppose that job's over. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble. Aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Greed will get you nowhere, friend. But...
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, we will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you.
Yes, sir!
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Yeah.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a
Hello.
tale by... Hoi, friend! There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out there, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this exist? I want to live a life I can proudly... I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in... Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my... 'Tis something I obtain. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. Thus, I cannot say when next go. I feel sure we shall. Till then...
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
I suppose 'tis so.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So if we... check the price, just remember. Misers die early. Any one of these fine pieces will serve you well. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Many thanks.
I trust we only purchased what we required, Arisen.
It seems to me the shopkeep could have afforded a discount.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure. Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back any time.
Oh, there's something.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's Dorchester, and from the pains he took to remain on scene. 'Tis plain that Allard wished this. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's scheme. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the Minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. I shall ensure that the door to the Minister... There is much we ought to tend to. If we... Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, when he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis as to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray.
So the agent was of Batal, after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you. It would seem we even need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that she might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
We have reached our destination.
We cannot accompany you there.
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me! You move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say. Not sure.
Так, я... Где? Второй этаж получается. Я... Где, блядь?
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with pepper.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive...
Oh, perhaps the...
My lord.
Oh, unring you. As if anyone in this palace would dare now. If Wilhelmina...
Что надо искать? Тут нихуя.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of...
Indeed. But that, your...
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Нихуя себе.
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though, we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I've been here so long, I forgot why
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires, though the political situation is stable at present. Much blood has been spilled, but I fear such a partnership would only portend, at any rate. 'Twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will...
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
As a reward, you will, of course, require raiment befitting. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to, or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Pray inform me, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the city.